Welcome. Thank you for joining. Sharing.
Not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isobo. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bige. He said,
Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining us from. Please, as you join the platform, kindly like and share the program. Like and share on your platform, share to family and friends, share to everyone that is close to you, share to even our enemies. Do not allow them to escape. Share to them, let them hear us and hear us clear. Let them hear our point of view. Let them know that we are still standing our voice. We are still standing our ground. Let them know that they cannot distract us no matter how they try. Wherever you are watching from, please make sure you share this program to one WhatsApp group. Any WhatsApp group you belong, make sure you share there so that people there will not be left aside. It is very important that every one of us will partake in this very broadcast. It is very important that every one of us will be part of this broadcast to send this message across. I say Happy New Week, and I wish you a very happy seat at home. Wherever you are watching from, if you are watching from Biafra land, my special thanks goes to you. If you are watching from any part of the zoo, I welcome you. You are watching from any part of Africa, Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, China, Russia, whichever part of the world you are joining us on the program, I say welcome, and I welcome you once again. Today, the Biafran people, as we have agreed right from the beginning, we kick off our second phase of the sit at home. The 2 weeks sit at home that we have planned, we have had a successful 1 week sit at home, and today is marking the beginning of the second phase of the sit at home, today being Monday. And as usual, the entire Biafran land is under lock and key. Fellow Biafran that is watching, today marks the beginning of the second phase and the final phase of our march into the promised land. Wherever you are watching this program from, if you are in Biafran land, I urge you to stay strong. Stay strong. Hold your heart and tighten your belt very tight. As I have always told you, I don't come here to give you messages that will make you happy. I don't come here to make you smile or make you happy. I don't come here to push propaganda or lies. What I do on this very platform is to encourage Biafrans. What we do on this platform is to debunk every lie against the Biafran people. What we do in this very platform is to bring the truth of the situation of the Zoological Republic before the whole world. We don't come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach lies or hate. We do not come here to attack individuals. We come here to face what is facing us. Most importantly, to encourage Biafran people to stand their ground, regardless the propaganda, regardless the attacks, regardless the falsehood, the lies and blackmails coming right, left and center. The enemies are fighting very hard because they are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So many revelations they are seeing, we cannot see. That is why you see the enemies, they are fighting tooth and nail, fighting very, very strong to see that they hold us down. But I bet you, as long as you are standing on the truth, as long as you remain consistent in your demand, victory is sure. In this second phase of the sit at home that is starting today, being Monday, going forward, it is going to be tough. It is going to be tough. You have to tighten your belt. If you are in Biafra land, or you're not in Biafra land, you are abroad, reach out to your family, tell them to stay strong. Stay strong. No matter what they throw at you, do not shake. I always remind you to tell you that the road to freedom is not easy. The road to freedom requires sacrifice. The road to freedom is not cheap. It requires commitment, consistency, and perseverance. So if you are a Biafran today, you must have to be ready for what is coming. You see, when they push this blackmail and they tell you, why are you punishing your people? Why are you making your people suffer? Why are you making your people have a difficult time? Only a foolish man will ask that question. Only an evil man will be asking such question. In a situation where people are seeking for their freedom, there's nobody living on the planet Earth today that doesn't know that freedom requires sacrifice. Every one of us agree that freedom requires sacrifice. And when you're going to your to freedom, you must have to be ready to pay the sacrifice. It is not cheap. It is not a bed of roses. It is not a party time. It is a difficult time. The pursuit of freedom is a difficult task. So I see no reason why people will come and tell us, why are we making our people pass through a difficult means? Why are we making our people suffer? Why are we making our people uncomfortable? You can never be comfortable when you are looking for your freedom. You can never ever be comfortable when you are looking for a genuine freedom, except you are not sincere to yourself. Wherever you are watching me from, I want you to take this word back home. Take this word back to anybody that is telling you that you are creating a difficult situation for the Biafran people. Anybody that they're telling you that is putting people, you are putting the life of people in danger, that you are making your people suffer, that you are destroying the economy. Tell them that there is light at the end of the tunnel. The end justifies the means. We are looking towards the end of it. We are looking towards our pursuit of what we are looking for. Today doesn't matter to us. Whatever sacrifice, whatever pain, whatever struggle, whatever difficulties we are going through today, that is not what we see. What we are seeing is what lies ahead. What Biafran people are seeing is what lies ahead. And that is what is giving the Biafran the strength to do what they are doing today. Every genuine Biafran that is fighting for freedom today, every genuine Biafran that is standing with the Biafra Republic government in exile, they know why they are doing what they are doing. Everybody today that is genuinely seeking for freedom in Biafra land, they know why we are doing what we're doing. Our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, have never ever promised us a bed of roses. From day one, Mazen Nandekano have been telling us that it is a difficult task, but it is doable. Mazen Nandekano have always said it, that it is a very hard road, a tough road. And he has always encouraged us to improve our mental toughness. Mazen Nandekano have always said that we must be tough, we must be strong, that the challenges ahead is tough. There was never a time he was preaching for us and tell us that it's going to be easy. That is why when you see people pushing the falsehood that Mazen Nandekano said and did not say, everything that Mazen Nandekano needs to tell us that will lead us to freedom, he has told us already. And we have all those information with us. There's nothing new today that will be said that have not been said before. So wherever you are watching this program from, every propaganda, every blackmail that you are seeing today, do not pay attention to it. The difficult time you are seeing today in Biafra land is bound to be, and it works it. Freedom doesn't come cheap. It comes with sacrifice. Every one of us agree, including our enemies, including those propagandists, they agree that freedom comes with sacrifice, right? Every human being on the planet Earth agrees that freedom comes with sacrifice. So why are you complaining? Why are you complaining when it comes to the side of the Biafrans to get their freedom? Why are you complaining? Why are you disturbed? The only reason why they are complaining is because they don't want you to be free. That is why they are complaining. The less than 1% of them who claim to be Biafrans, but they are not. The less than 1% who have mixed blood. The reason why today they are pushing their propaganda, telling you you are suffering your people, you are punishing your people, is because they don't want you to be free. It's because of their personal evil agenda. It's because of the roadmap they have drawn for themselves to hold you down. But no matter what they do, no matter their propaganda and their blackmail, No matter their weapon of warfare, no matter the ambush they have led for themselves, they will never ever succeed. They will never ever succeed. Every Biafran that is watching me, you must prepare yourself for the days ahead. We are in the last phase of the triumphant entry into Biafra. The final stage of it, the last phase of it, of the sit at home, is kicking off today. And Biafra land is on lock and key. It is going to be more tough in this last week than you have seen before. Do not allow yourself to fall victim. The angel of death is hovering around Biafra. The angel of death is hovering around Biafra land. And the instruction have been given. Sit at home to be free. Sit at home to be saved. Sit at home for you to be secure. Sit at home and allow the angel of death to do their duty. If you sit in your home, the angel of death will pass over you. But if you bring yourself out, you make yourself a willing tool, you present yourself as a hindrance, you present yourself as an instrument of blackmail, you will have yourself to blame. We will always warn you. That is why we are here. The only reason why I come online on a daily basis is to warn you of things that will happen when they have not happened. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel Ekpa, continue to send information and warn on things that will happen when they have not happened. Every platform of Biafra Republic of in Exile, all our media handles, they are sending out warnings about things that will happen when they have not happened. Those who have decided not to pay attention, they are paying the heavy price. And those who have paid attention, they will be the ones to raise the flag of Biafra. As I always say, it doesn't matter what happens to you or what you think, you can't stop the coming of Biafra. If you decide to give up your life for sacrifice, it will stop the coming of Biafra. This is a mandate of Chukwu Abiyama. Only him and him alone planned it. And he picked instruments to fulfill it. One of the instruments he has picked is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The template was given to him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu laid the foundation, a very solid one, based on truth. Based on truth and consistency. And after laying the foundation and making the sensitization, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prophesied about the new dimension. Today, we are in the new dimension. The only good thing you can do for yourself today is to pay attention. The only thing you can do good you can do for yourself today is not allow yourself to be used. The only good thing you can do for yourself today is to pay attention and be committed to that cause which Chukwu Abiyama himself have planned. All things work for good to them that love Chukwu Abiyama. Do not be afraid. As I have always told you, and you know that the spiritual control the physical. The spiritual controls the physical. That is why I have always told you, do not judge based on the things you can see. That you cannot see certain things doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. No, they exist. Do not judge based on what you can see. There are so many things that are not visible. But not being visible doesn't mean that they don't exist. They do exist. That is why Chukwu Abiyama is the leader of this struggle. We go according to his direction. Whatever information he gives to his people he have chosen, we follow. Today, Biafra Republic of in Exile, in standing tall, making progress, making successes, making friends for Biafra, and leading us into the Biafra of our dream. The Biafra Republic of Exile under our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. is today leading us into that very land that we have already always wished to be into. Our enemies are not happy with us. Our enemies, they are not happy with us. They are fighting right, left, and center. They are fighting from all angles, all corners, to make sure they bring us down. But it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter their weapon of warfare. It doesn't matter the angle they are coming from. They will never ever succeed. Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who sent us, will complete the assignment for us. Chukwu Okike, who led us, will be the one to guide us up to this minute. There is no two ways about it. If you are a Biafran, any place you are on the planet Earth today and you are a Biafran, I urge you to remain consistent. I urge you to remain consistent and pay attention. To pay attention to every instruction. Pay attention to every information. Do not be deceived. Do not be distracted. We are on track. Blackmail is going to come. In this last phase of this very sit at home, blackmail will increase. You are still going to see some blackmail that will be unbelievable to you. You see the level they have gone. Today, they are creating a debate of command. Who is in command? They are talking about a counter command. That there is a counter command in IPOB. They are talking about commands and command and command. The only command that is obeyed today is the command coming from the Biafra Republic Government of Israel through our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. He is the command that we know today. Mazen Nandekan remains the leader of IPOB. And whenever Mazen Nandekan comes out and joins us, he will take over the command. But as it stands today, the only command that IPOB have is one. The only command that the Biafran people listen to today is one. Only one command. There is no two command. Only one command. Do not pay attention to that blackmail. Their target is to create division among us. Their target is to distract us. Their target is to create wrong opinions. Distractions from right, left, and center. That is their target. They want to use those targets to distract us. But they will never succeed. You and I know that their mission today is to distract us. They know how united we are in the search for our freedom. They know that the IPOB of Mazen Nandekan have been recovered by our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, that today have been transformed to Biafra Republic of Israel. They know that we are consistency personified. They know that we are hardcore united. They know that they cannot bamboozle us. They cannot push us around. They know very well. And today, they are resorting to blackmails. They are resorting to falsehood. They are resorting to all manner of divide and rule. But in this era, they have made their match. No amount of their blackmail and propaganda will stop us from doing what we are doing. No amount of distraction today will make us sing a different song. No amount of wickedness they project will drag us back. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter their weapon of warfare. It doesn't matter where they gather. No matter what they throw at us, it doesn't matter who they use. We can never be distracted. It is Biafra first. I want you to take that word to heart. Our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa have already announced the new slogan, Biafra first. Even before he said it, I have been talking about Biafra first, putting yourself first. I have been speaking about people, Biafran people, putting themselves first. I have preached a lot of message when I talk about self-preservation. I have preached so many messages, so many brokers I did, could I titled self-preservation. The time has come. That message of self-preservation, this is the time. You must have to put yourself first as a Biafra. It is Biafra first. Anything that will not be for the benefit of Biafra, walk away from it. It doesn't matter what that is. It doesn't matter how good that looks. It doesn't matter if that very thing offends your friend, offends your sister, your brother. It doesn't matter if it offends your benefactor. Anything that is not working for the good of Biafra people, anything that's not working for the actualization of Biafra, stay away from it. Stay away from it. This is one of the secrets that will keep you alive. This is one of the secrets that will keep you sane. Stay away from anything that is against Biafra. It is Biafra first. Everybody from the old southeastern region, which is the present south and the southeast with the lower Benue. If you are from this area, you cannot escape this. It is not optional. It is compulsory that you must have to put your nation Biafra first if you want to survive. It is only one way for you to survive. Only one way. There are no two ways about it. Put your nation Biafra first. Pick up your identity. Recognize yourself in the open, in the secret, at any time as a Biafran. That is the way you can be able to activate your own security. That is the way you can be able to hand over your security to Chukwu Kabiama. The more you continue to pretend, I am not among, I am not a Biafran, even when you are from that territory, the more you continue to pretend, and you are pushing the agenda of the caliphate, I bet you can't stand what is coming. You will not be there to tell the story of what is going to happen. Chukwu Kabiama, who made us to come, is going to do a lot for us. Chukwu Kabiama, who gave us this assignment, is going to fight a battle for us. But before then, you have to do your own part as human. We have already won the battle spiritually. We have already won the battle spiritually and overwhelmingly. What is remaining now is the manifestation of the spiritual battle that we have won in the open. The only thing today that can make us successful and win is for us to pick up our responsibility and do what we have to do. Chukwu Kabiama gave us this assignment. Will never leave us. He that promises is faithful. If we fail, it is because we choose to fail. But Chukwu Kabiama will never fail. His word is A and Amen. And whenever he promises, he will always deliver. He has never failed his children. Even in the midst of their stubbornness and wickedness, he never failed them. The children of Israel, the Jews, they passed through this road. They were chosen. They passed through the same road. It was a difficult period. At a stage, they spoke against Chukwu Kabiama. They turned their back to Chukwu Kabiama, but he never left them. He never left them. He continued to guide them until his words come to pass. But the danger is that if you don't believe those Thomases who never believed, or you are working against the coming of Biafra, I bet you will not be there when it will come. You might not be there when you will not be there when it comes. I am saying this, looking at how the Jews, the children of Israel, walked into the promised land. When you look at the story of the children of Israel, their journey to the promised land, you find out that everyone that doubted, those people who doubted that Chukwu Kabiama will set them free, those people that had double mind, none of them made it to the promised land. Now you see the danger of doubt. This is why I am trying to tell you that you must start firm. Remove that doubt. Remove that confusion. Remove the spirit of doubt that have occupied your heart. Remove that spirit and be open and plain. Be sincere. Be consistent. Remain focused. And I bet you, freedom will be yours. We do not walk by sight as Biafrans. No, we don't walk by sight. If you are walking by sight, you cannot be able to stand up to the enemies. And I don't know why any Biafran will see what is happening today and yet you are doubting the hand of Chukwu Kakabiama in this struggle. I don't know why you are still doubting. Seeing everything that is playing out in the whole world today. Seeing how Chukwu Kakabiama himself is activating certain things that will lead us to where we are heading. And yet, you are having a doubt. I don't know why you should have a doubt at this point in time. We have come a long way. We have fought a strong battle. And I tell you, it doesn't matter the weapon of warfare. It doesn't matter what the enemy throws us out. It doesn't matter the angle they are coming from. We shall overcome. Definitely, we shall overcome. Every ambush they have led, every chain they have tied, whichever angle where they are making their manipulations, they are going to fail. But you that is watching me, remember that obedience is better than sacrifice. The only good thing you can do for yourself today as a Biafran is to be obedient to every instruction that is coming. Chukwu Okakabema is still speaking through our Supreme Namaste Nadikano. Chukwu Okakabema is still speaking through our Prime Minister Mazi Samarepa. And I want you to take it to heart that every word you hear today from Mazi Samarepa is coming from Mazi Nadikano. It's not for you to believe it or don't believe it. That's your business. If you can remember, or if you can tell us the truth, remember, before now, Mazi Samarepa have told us, before now, he has explained to us how he goes to the heart of Mazi Nandekano through the grace of Chukwu Okakabema to take message and give to us. Then we have not gotten to this stage. He has told us how connected he is with Mazi Nandekano spiritually, and I have no doubt about that. I didn't believe it because he said it. I believed it because I have watched the things he's doing. I've watched the steps he's following. I've watched his speech. And I know that whatever Mazi Samarepa is doing today is exactly what Mazi Nandekano would have done if he's with us. That is why I believe him 100% that he goes to the heart of Mazi Nandekano to pick information and give to us. So, if you are waiting for Mazi Nandekano to speak, he is speaking. The only problem is that you are not paying attention. If you're a Biafran and you are waiting for Mazi Nandekano to speak to you, he is speaking very, very loud, but you are not hearing. Mazi Nandekano is speaking through Mazi Samarepa. Anytime you want to hear him, listen to Mazi Samarepa. That is Mazi Nandekano speaking in a loud voice. The enemy of the Biafran people, they have risen. They have tried everything possible to stop us. They could not. Today, they have entered into the stage of blackmail. And for them to project that blackmail, what they did was to cage Mazi Nandekano. They caged Mazi Nandekano to make sure that no information comes from him. They started building their plans when they stopped bringing him to court. From stopping bringing him to court, they are taking out every single person that is connected to Mazi Nandekano and give him the actual message. They are removing them online. And finally, they have succeeded. And today, Mazi Nandekano is only relying on spiritual revelations. That is why I tell you that Mazi Nandekano needs your prayer now more than ever. He needs your prayer. It is our prayer that is going to set him free. It is our prayer that is going to wake him up. It is our prayer that is going to keep him strong until we meet. Wherever you are watching this program from, whichever part of the world you are watching this program from, every morning when you wake up, whenever you go on your knees, please put Mazen Nandekana in your prayers. Remember, our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekana has been praying for us 7 good times every day. Now it is our time to pray for him as much as we can. Pray for more revelations. Pray for strength. Pray for guidance. As for those of us who are outside, and our Prime Minister is on the right track, doing what he has to do to set Mazen Nandekano free and to set Biafra free. The only thing you can do for our Prime Minister is to pray for him also and obey every instructions. Don't drag him back. Don't make yourself a willing tool. Do not make yourself available to pull back our Prime Minister. Don't do that. Even if they buy you, they employ you, or they make you, don't get involved in it. If you do, you have yourself to blame. Whatever is happening today is what we know that will happen. We know already that it's going to happen. So many things that I see happen today have been predicted by our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister saw it coming on time and he warned us. But some of us didn't pay attention. We didn't see it the way he saw it. But I urge you, wherever you are watching this program from today, to please pay attention. The days are evil. The days are evil. The days are evil. It is not over until it is over. Wherever you are watching this program from, I want you to tighten up your belt. In this last phase of the sit at home, it is going to be tough. I tell you again, it is going to be tough. They are going to come at you with anything available to them. You see, I always tell you that there is something the enemy is seeing in us that you yourself don't see. There's something the enemy is seeing in you that you don't see. There is something the enemy is seeing in you that you yourself is not seeing. Fellow Biafrans, we must wake up. We must pay attention. We must be consistent. Do not allow yourself to be used. Do not allow anybody to come to your way. Do not allow anybody to be an obstacle to you. If you do, you have yourself to blame. We are in a time where every information matters. We are in the last days where every single information matters, and you must take every information serious. Do not allow yourself to be used. It will be so sad that after walking this long distance, it will be so sad that after fighting for this long distance, and you allow yourself to be used. It will be really sad, it will be painful. I pray that the Biafran people will continue to be focused. And I know they will be focused. I know very well. Wherever you are watching from, please reach out to your family, reach out to your friends and your neighbors. Tell them to be steadfast. Tell them to tighten up their belt. The days ahead is evil. Our enemies, they are not going to relent. If you think they will stop, they will not stop. I want you to look back and see what Pharaoh went through before he allowed the children of Israel go. If you see what the children of Israel faced in the hand of Pharaoh, that is the situation we are in. Even when the angel of death smote the firstborn of Egypt, when they touched Pharaoh, Pharaoh allowed the Israelites to go. But on their way, Pharaoh still chased them. He chased them up to the Red Sea. It was only in the Red Sea that they were drowned finally by Chukwuka. If you think that they will stop pursuing us, think again. They will not stop. If you think they will surrender so soon, think again. They will not surrender. They will continue to pursue us. They will continue to pursue us. Until finally, Chukwuka will open the ground and swallow them. It is going to happen before you. It is not just a prediction. This is what is about to happen. But it is very important that you pay attention and follow events. If you are in Biafra land, you must be security conscious. Every Biafran, wherever you are, you must have to be security conscious. If you are not in Biafra land, reach out to your families. Tell them to be security conscious. As long as you're in that area. More especially in the 5 states of the Igbo people. 5 states of the Igbo Biafrans. Those 5 states where they call their fake southeast. In that area, if you are there, you must have to be security conscious at all times. Pay attention to every single thing you see around you. It is not the time to party. It is not the time to celebrate. It is not the time to go or pay unnecessary visits. It is not the time for late hour movement. It is not the time of early morning movement. No. It is the time to be cautious of every single thing you see around you. If you have something reasonable to do outside, you can look out. But if you don't have any reason to be outside, stay indoor. Lock yourself up. And most importantly, when you see the terrorists coming with their uniform, when you see the terrorists sponsored by the Nigerian government coming with their uniform, please stay away from them. Run for your life. Run into your room and lock up the door. Leave the stage for the people who has been authorized to face them. There are volunteers. People who have volunteered themselves to defend you and defend your property. And Chukwuka have anointed them for that mission. They have been doing it very, very perfectly. And they will continue to do so until we walk into our freedom. I urge you to give the space for them to do their job. Do not put yourself in harm's way. Don't put yourself in harm's way. As long as you pay attention and listen to instructions, I bet you are going to be part of those that will celebrate Biafra. Our celebration is very close. Our celebration is very close. But those who are careless might not be part of it. If you're careless, you will not be part of it. The enemy that we're up against, they know that we are unstoppable. They know very well. They have lost all strategies. They have tried everything possible and continue to try. And they know. They know that the man in the aim of affairs today is not an easy fish to fry. They know very well. They know getting at our prime minister is almost impossible for them. Impossible. Chukwuka have made it so. Chukwuka prepared our prime minister for this mission. And today, he is very, very consistent, pursuing that which we are supposed to pursue. It doesn't matter the propaganda, the blackmail. It doesn't matter the falsehood that is coming right, left, and center. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks or what anybody feels. You cannot stop the hand of Chukwuka. You can't. This is a divine mission. In this divine mission, if you are called for it, you will key in. But if you're not called for it, you can't force yourself. You can't. And if you see yourself that you cannot stand the heat, please give way. Don't be a hindrance and don't preach against it. During the sit at home, I saw some people fleeing from Biafra land to go to other areas where they feel they are okay. Good for you. If you feel you cannot be able to face the heat in Biafra land, no problem. You can relocate to other places. It is allowed. After all, it is not mandatory that every Biafra must engage in the fight to free Biafra. It is not compulsory. It is not every one of us that will be involved in it. Some of us will not be involved in it. And some of us will be involved in it. If you are one of those that are choosing for that mission, please stay strong. Stay strong. Don't get distracted. Don't get confused. Attack is going to come. Challenges is going to come, but we are going to win. And when they tell you that people are suffering, when they call you and tell you, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Tell them that freedom doesn't come cheap. Tell them that there is a sacrifice to pay in every good thing that comes. Good things don't come cheap. Tell them we have been suffering for a very long time. Why is it that this suffering that is going to bring our freedom that we complain about? We have been facing challenges for a very long time. We have been facing bad economy for a very long time. We have been facing dehumanization for a very long time. We have been facing hardship for a very long time. A hardship, man-made hardship. We have been facing man-made hardship for a very long time. And nobody seems to complain. You always find a way out of it. Why are you not going to find a way out of this very one that is made in order to free you? Our reason for sitting at home and calling on Biafra to do so, it is not to make any Biafran suffer. It is not to control the Biafran people. Neither is it to dehumanize Biafran people. This sit at home was done in order for the Biafran people to have their freedom. That is the major objective. To let the whole world know that the Biafran people's life is in danger. That our prime minister, our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is in captivity, held against his will, even when the court have said, let him go. If you know the whole world to know that today, Biafra Republic in exile is speaking on behalf of Biafra. To let the world know that the Biafrans are ready to go. They have a government now that they obey and listen to. If you want to be free, the only thing you have to do is to listen to Biafra Republic in exile. Listen to our prime minister. Every directive that is coming from there, listen to it. Those are what will take you to freedom. No less, no more. The only command today in Biafra land is the command coming from our prime minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. He is the command that needs to be obeyed. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is freed, the only command you can take is the command from our prime minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Any command from the DSS, it doesn't hold water. Any command from the DSS does not hold water. Any command coming from DSS, we will never, ever obey it. There's no counter command anywhere. When you see them project that they are blackmailing messages on their media, you see them creating their own narrative of counter command and whatever. There's only one command today, only one command, which is coming from Biafra Republic in exile through our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is the only command we obey, and that is the command that is going to lead us to freedom. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is freed, and he will now join us and now take over the leadership. Then and only then you can begin to talk about a command from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As of now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot give any command from the territory of the enemy. They won't even allow that. So whatever you are seeing as a command from that angle is a sheer blackmail. It is sheer propaganda. It's an evil plan to hold us down, to distract us, to make us forget about what we need. Remember our mission. Remember our mission. Remember that our mission is to make sure that the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains useless. And remember that the reason why they kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to stop Biafra. The reason why they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya is to stop Biafra. They didn't kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he's handsome. They didn't kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he's an Igbo man. They didn't kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to end his career. They kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to put an end to the Biafra restoration. And our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa said that we are going to make that their aim of kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu useless. We are going to render useless that aim they have in their mind that made them to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we're going to make the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, much more expensive than leaving him outside. And today, every of those words has been fulfilled. Today, the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very, very expensive in the hand of the zoo. They have been pretending for a very long time. When they were telling you that the sit-at-home exercise doesn't affect them, they pretend it doesn't concern them, it doesn't affect them, it is only about you, that you are suffering yourself. But finally, they came and began to confess of how many millions of dollars they are losing. They came and confessed about billions of dollars they are losing because of the sit-at-home. Today, you see them crying left and center. Every media of the zoo that you open, they are talking about sit-at-home, how to stop sit-at-home. In order to stop sit-at-home, they have resulted in committing more crimes, including paying terrorists to go and kidnap for them in Finland. If the sit-at-home is not important, they will not go to that length. And today, they have seen that kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have fastened the coming of Biafra. Instead of stopping Biafra, the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have made the coming of Biafra draw closer than ever. Biafra is now closer, much more closer than it has ever been. Biafra is today a stone throw, very, very close to us. Very, very close. If you are a Biafran today and you are not feeling the breeze of Biafra, you are not. It means you are not. You are only claiming to be by your mouth. You are not paying attention. Every genuine Biafran that is meant to participate in the restoration of Biafra, every one of us, we can see and feel the breeze of Biafra blowing heavily. We feel it, and that is the source of our strength. The only thing you can do out there is to obey simple instruction from our Prime Minister, Mazi Samaneva. He is very consistent, working with the agenda of Chukwu Okeke, leading us into Biafra. I bet you in 2023 that we are in, Biafra will be a reality. This 2023, that target, we will never step back from that target. We will continue to pursue that target of 2023 until the last minute of 2023. We will continue to pursue the project of Biafra in 2023 as a reality until the last minute. And when you look at the speed and what is being achieved so far, you will know that it is not a joke. For those of you who think we are here to entertain you, you are not doing any good to yourself. You'll be surprised. You sleep in Nigeria and you wake up in Biafra one day. You'll be surprised that you will sleep in Nigeria and you wake up in Biafra. It is going to happen. And when it happens, you will say, yes, they said it. Mazi Simon Ekpa did not choose himself. I bet you. Chukwu Okeke appointed him. Through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and anointed him. And that is why he is doing extraordinary things. Sometimes when he says certain things, I'll begin to imagine how he came to arrive at that. When he gives certain instructions, you begin to imagine how he came to arrive at that. Sometimes when he says things that will happen when it will not happen, you begin to imagine, how did he know? It is because he's working with a force that is above that which you can see. What you don't know is bigger than you. Remember that language. That what you don't know is bigger than you. Some of us key into it and will learn the language from him. But you don't know how strong that language is. You have to think deep. Deep and deeper. Then you will understand that what you don't know is bigger than you. Mazi Simon Ekpa that you see today, you see him on video broadcasting, you see him talking, he is more than what you can see. He is much bigger than what you are seeing. And as the day goes by, different aspects of him will be revealed. Every day, another side of him will be revealed. And the revelation will continue until we get into Biafra. But I bet you, we are with the right person and at the right time. Every one of us, whenever you wake up as a Biafra, you thank Chukwu Okike Abiama for the kind of leader he has given us today. Thank Chukwu Okike Abiama for the kind of leader he has given us, because a very consistent man with mental toughness to the core, undeterred, undistracted, very focused on what he wants, and moreover, who knows what he wants. He knows what he wants. It's unlike people who don't know what they want. Those who think that it is just enough to come and say, Mazen Nandekan is our leader. Some of them who think that it's just enough to come and say, I want Biafra, I want Biafra. You think it's just enough to agitate without making any progress. Today, it is not just about agitation. We are in restoration mode. And when we talk about restoration, you will see the template and the roadmap every day. New pages are being opened. New pages. And when Master Samanako told you that the restoration of Biafra has plan A to Z, you never believed him. You thought it was a joke. He said plan A to Z. That is to show you how unstoppable he is. And today, the mathematics that the Zoological Republic cannot solve is Master Simon Ever. They are trying by all means possible. They have used every manner of propaganda and blackmail. They have gone spiritual. They didn't succeed. They came to the physical. They didn't succeed. They sponsored terrorists. Yet they didn't succeed. And today, they are running around trying to use Mazen Nandekan himself against Mazen Simon Ever. They use Mazen, they project Mazen, they use Mazen Nandekan to lie against Mazen Simon Ever, to try to push Mazen Simon Ever to get angry with Mazen Nandekan. But before they arrived there, he already told them. Before they arrived there, he already told them that he will not believe anything anybody is going to bring and say Mazen Nandekan said this, including on video. That send a strong signal, including video. If you bring video where Mazen Nandekan was cussing at Mazen Simon Ever, he's not going to believe it. We will not believe it until Mazen Nandekan himself stands face to face to Mazen Simon Ever in a free world, in Finland to be precise. And yesterday he has narrowed it down. If they are scared of going to Finland, take him to Israel. Mazen Nandekan himself confessed that in Israel is the only nation where he feels safe. Take him to Israel or Finland. Only then and then, whatever he says from these two places will be accepted as his own word. And I want you people to know why we are taking the direction we're taking. Mazi Simon Ekpa is not joking about whatever he says. If you are taking the Zoological Republic for a joke, that means you are playing with your life. A country that can take an imposter to run a government for years, a country that can use an imposter to run a government for years, what else can they do? What else do you think they can do? Late Muhammad Buhari died and they brought an imposter to replace him. They replaced him and they effectively used him and run a country for many, many years, and they finished. What else do you think they can do? These people can create anything. They can create anything. So even if we see Mazen Nandekano today on video speaking, we can never believe that. There is nothing that comes out of the zoo that we can believe. Bring him on video. Let him be talking on video. We can never believe that. And we know that that is where they are going. That is why we are there before them. It is going to get to the stage. You see, these people, they are very, very desperate. They have known that there's no way. They know that the whole road is blocked. The next stage you're going to see them is putting Mazen Nandekano on video. It's going to happen very soon. And we hear Mazen Nandekano talking. But I tell you, the voice you're going to hear is not Mazen Nandekano. Anybody that is speaking in any media, anybody speaking in any video in the zoo, can never be Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Have you asked yourself, if they so trust Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that they can begin to go pilgrimage in DSS, if they so trust Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that they can begin to get letters and get video from him, why wouldn't they release him to be in a free world? Have you ever thought of that? If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is so important today that in Nigeria, every single word cannot be said without attaching it to him. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is so important to these people, the Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, the governors, the politicians, if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is so important to them, why is it that they don't want to release him? Every statement in the zoo today is attached to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Every governor makes a statement is attached to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Every politician attached to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Ohaneze Ndi Igbo cannot. Today they are going for pilgrimage to go and see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody is claiming to be his spokesperson. But why are they not releasing him? Have you ever asked yourself that question? When you see their actions and what they are doing, the way they put his name in every statement they make, you will now understand that these people, they know very well that with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, there will be calm. This is a fact that every human being on the planet Earth knows. That once Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is free, everywhere will be calm. They know, including the people that are holding him, they know. But have you ever asked yourself, why are they not releasing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Even when they know that this man they are holding is innocent. Even when the court have said, let him go. Why are they not releasing him? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Why would they prefer to show a video, a letter, or go to pilgrimage through him, or say he said? Why would they prefer to be granting press message upon press message, including flying people to Abuja to go and blackmail and forge video? Why would they go to such extent instead of releasing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? They believe that the word of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, a simple statement of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, will calm the whole situation. They know. They know very well. The real Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they know that his word will calm the whole situation. But why are they not releasing him? That is the question for every Biafran. When you get the answer to that question, you will sit at home without being begged. When you get to the answer to that question, you will face any circumstances you see in order to get your freedom. You will no longer say we are putting our people into suffering. You will no longer use that language. People in Biafra are suffering. People are suffering too much. What are they going to eat? What are they going to drink? You are asking those questions, saying those rubbish because you don't know what you want. Because you don't know what is coming. Because you don't know what the enemy has for you. That is why you are talking those trash. But for those of us who are very consistent and focused, we are watching. And we can never walk away from our responsibility. Wherever you are watching this program today, I appreciate you for joining the program, and I beg you in the name of Chukwu, please kindly like and share. If you have not shared this program, share it to any platform where you belong. Share to family and friends. Reach out to anybody you can reach out to. And if you are in Biafra land, today is the beginning of the second phase of the sit at home, the triumphant entry into Biafra. It is going to be tougher than it has ever been. But you have to be steadfast and strong. At the end, we will win. There is life at the end of the tunnel. I appreciate every one of you that have joined me in this program, and I pray that Chukwu Okikabian will guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okikabian guide and protect all the Biafran people, all the Biafran friends, all those who are genuinely seeking for freedom across the world. May Chukwu Okikabian guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okikabian guide and protect all the media warriors, all the members of Umuada, all the members of the ESN, the Biafra Liberation Army. May Chukwu Okikabian guide and protect every one of them. May Chukwu Okikabian guide and protect all the members of the cabinet of Biafra Republic in exile. May Chukwu Okikabian guide and protect our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa, wherever he is. We commit him into the hand of Chukwu Okikabian for divine wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and strength. May Chukwu Okikabian guide and protect our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is. We commit Mazen Nnamdi Kanu into the hand of Chukwu Okikabian for divine protection, for divine favor, for divine healing, for divine strength. I appreciate every one of you that have joined on this program. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafra people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our prime shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Amazon shall prosper. Thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching from, and stay blessed. See you again in the evening in King David Expert Expose. Thank you and stay safe.